Morning, heading out to the property. It's Monday. The missus is at school. I'm actually gonna take the front way, I guess. Because to see how bad the roads are after all the rain and stuff. Originally, the roads were getting pretty bad, so I'm hoping right now, after some settling and some driving that other people have done, that some of the roads are improved. But I guess we're gonna have to see. So we're working our way, and this is right now. Looks like it's pretty decent at the moment, but it's the other side of the hill that gets really bad. This all was dirt just not too long ago, and now it's all half grass, half ditch, or sorry, quarter grass, or half grass, a quarter ditch, and a quarter dirt. Whoa. Yep, this is it so far. We'll see how it goes. See that? That is part of the road, or used to be part of the road. See? So that's what I'm talking about. That's how it got really ripped up before. Well, there was a couple hundred feet down this one road that I'm on now that had like a couple of big ditches in it, in the road. Had to go off to one side and pray I didn't wind up in one of those ditches. So I do have a shovel, some boards, and the traction boards, so I wasn't really too worried about it, or else I wouldn't have gone this way in the first place. But yeah, they were definitely big ditches. So this definitely has not been driven down in a while. I was not going all the way back. Oh my goodness, that was a lot. Woo! All right, so today's goal: get this grounding rod in place and get the new power panel back in, or installed with the new wire, or with a new wire. So then that way I'm not running off this extension cord. That is probably way too short, or way too small for this anyway. I can't remember what size cord that was, but probably shouldn't be being used anyway. So that's our goal. And go inside, get the ladder, start hammering this down into the earth. I don't know how far I'll be able to get, because there is a hard pan here. And once I get to the hard pan, that'll become even more difficult to get down in there. But who knows? Maybe I'll have some luck, and maybe it'll break the hard pan through and be able to go all the way in. All right. Well, we'll see it. Woo! All right, got that much more to go. Getting harder to bang it in though. Maybe I should get the 3-pound mallet, but oh well, here we go. Almost there. Almost there. All right, the grounding rod for this trailer is in and tightened up, and the clamp is installed. Now what I'm gonna have to do, because I don't have the material that I should have, because I thought I bought it, is I'm going to use a length of landscaping wire until I can go to town and purchase the bare ground wire. Copper wire as a ground should be good. Alright, unless I can find my 8 that I bought, that'll be fine. So the breaker box is in. I have a little bit of a hint. If you're ever going to put one in, make sure you clamp it to the wall, step back, and verify that's the direction you want it to have it. This is actually the second time that I had to put this thing up. So, yeah. Alright, I guess I'm going to start routing the wires here. Alright, so the cable is 4-AUG. I don't know why I thought it was 6 for some reason. It's 4-AUG. I don't think I'm going to need the entire length to be able to reach out to the box. But that's going to be for once we get the increased power input. Right now it's just a 1,000 watt inverter, and I think we're going to upgrade to a 2,000 at first for a 24 volt system. So this 12-AUG should definitely suffice during the time, and then once we get it adjusted, we'll do that. The other thing is I do have this 10-AUG cable, and this is so I can make a connection that'll go right into the jackery and go right up into the thing and connect to a breaker on its own breaker. So the jackery will be able to run the entire panel. And then we'll just turn this one off. See, right here, boom. See? So now we'll boot that, and then this one. There we go. So there's the power for now, as we continue to upgrade this and move forward. So a couple days later, we're up here at the property. I did get grounding bars. I have some corrections to make to my setup here, but the missus is cleaning off the trailer, and instead of asking, she goes and grabs the rolly bars to get this thing off the trailer by herself. I mean, I think it's pretty awesome. She was able to do it, and she wasn't straining doing it. So I'm really proud of her using the mechanical advantage of this of the rollers. All right, so I got the grounding bars in, and the next thing I'm gonna do is clean this box up and go ahead and fix this. So now that I got a little bit more research, I do not need to bond this box, because it is going to act more as a sub panel than it is going to be as a main panel, because the inverter that I purchased is already neutrally bonded. The generator is neutrally bonded, and the jackery is neutrally bonded. So as long as I'm running one supply at a time, that's where the neutrally bonded will come from. So there's no reason to neutrally bond the box. So I'm going to keep this set and good, and then I will have everything rolling correctly. So I can undo this white wire and then take all this bare copper and move it to the box. And that will keep everything in a non-bonded state and move it and be able to have everything, have the supplies all bonded up. All right. There she is. She rolled it out the rest of the way with another roller. Very awesome. She used that mechanical advantage. Was it easier? Yes. Yes, it was. All right. Easy peasy. All right. See, that box is all cleaned up now. We have one more addition to do, which is to increase this grounding wire, because the requirement is supposed to be 8 AUG for anything. This is only 10. I know earlier I stated, oh, that should be enough, but yeah, according to what it says is that this is supposed to be 8 AUG. I don't have any 8 AUG wire, so at the moment, so I'm gonna add another 10 AUG to it. That'll quote unquote equal a 7 AUG. So at least temporarily until I can get an 8 AUG wire. But this portion is done up until what I can actually do, because everything, a lot of these wires are still out and loose. So the next thing I'm gonna do is start finishing up the portions that I need to finish. All right. So it's the end of the day. I I know my hair is completely trashed right now, but the one thing we did finish today, because we were looking for Halloween stuff, and Lorraine told me to work on some more electricity. So you want to flip that light on there? Woo! We got the bathroom light set. But, and then like I said, I got the all cleaned up a lot. So I do have to add this grounding to bond everything right now, only because of the fact that this inverter that I currently am using is not bonded. So I put this one on to help with the bond until we go and upgrade to the 4-volt system. So that should be here soon. But until then, we'll see you guys later. We're locking up, getting out of here, taking our Halloween trailer out of here to go and set up the carriage at the school. All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye.